Welcome to the Black Phoenix Financial Podcast. Lee Kemp here for another week of financial education. I am flying solo this week due to schedules, run up to the holidays. Me and Ethan just couldn't arrange a time to get a joint recording this week. Mostly my schedule more than Ethan, so I appreciate him supporting me with everything I've got going on. So what we decided this week is, like we did a few weeks ago, we're going to do a recap of the key things that I have learned so far. So Ethan is teaching me each and every week about financial trading, the stock market, how to build up your financial education. And I just want to recap some of those key things that I have learned over the past 4 or 5 weeks since we did our last recap. So let's get into it. Number one is apps. If you go back, you listen to lesson number 9, I think it is, Ethan lists out the key apps that you can use to turn your smartphone into a financial trade newswire. We list out, give great detail on all the apps. I really encourage you to go and give a listen to that. It's been fantastic for me since I've got them. Really helped me starting, baby steps again, but starting to learn the markets. My favorite, I just mentioned one, is Yahoo Finance. It's a really, really great app for me, just how I like to digest information. It's got great visibility, great functionality, really helps you pick up a bit of news, track stocks that you want to track, keep a view on your own portfolio. So that's just one of the many apps that Ethan recommends and gives. I have installed them all on my phone. I've got them all there. Again, go and check out lesson 9 to see them. The next big thing that I've learned, and this has been probably the key thing for me in the last period, is if you go and listen to lesson about key levels, is about that upper resistance. And I've got an example to show you for those watching. I'll describe it through for those listening of what that looks like. So I'll just get it up here for you guys to see on the screen. And I'll describe it through as well. So what you've got across a chart, you can, over a period of time when you're looking, you should be able to plot a line at the highest point that a stock reaches. And again, you can see one here if you're looking on the screen. For those listening, you can visualize that. It's the top peak. If you draw a line across the maximum it hits, and you'll notice over a period of time, and it probably proves more true the longer you go, there will be a pattern of it hitting that level. That I believe upper resistance is a proper term for that. And I found that really useful because when we're looking, as we talked about in previous episodes, for our positive signs, you might get those 3 green end-to-end candles. But if you're approaching that upper resistance, you probably want to approach it with a bit of caution, because unless that stock's got some huge momentum behind it and it's going to break through, it's unlikely to break through that top line that you've established in your mind. And it's really, really good to be tracking that as you're looking through, to understand the stock's momentum or where it's likely to increase to. Again, we talked a lot about that in the key levels episode. I found that so useful since I found out that bit of information, and I've started to apply that to what I'm looking at when I'm doing my simulated trading at the moment. And third thing that I'm going to talk about is paying yourself. There's an episode where we talk purely about this, and it is actually, it's what we're all there for. It's about making sure you are taking money out of your trades. So my first step into this, what I've started to do, and you'll have been able to see me doing this live on the charts if you've been watching or listening along with us. If not, again, go backwards. I know I'm making a lot of plugs for them, but I really cannot emphasize the value in these episodes enough. It's all about paying yourself. So going in, making a very quick trade, getting that profit, getting back out again, reinvesting that profit, making a bit more profit, getting back out again. That's how you build momentum, and that's how you reward yourself, both financially, but also mentally as well. So actually, the value of the trade sometimes isn't as important as the fact you can put a big green tick in that box and say, yes, I was successful there. And again, we'll give a bit of an example here. I'll talk through some of my trades that I have been doing on ChartGame. Again, chartgame.com. It's a really valuable tool for getting in those simulations and practicing and honing and learning your skills. So we'll just show this here. We've got now, you can see on the left hand side, and again describe it for those listening, all my trades over the past couple of weeks, and you'll see there's a mix there. There's greens and there's reds, but you can see lots of little short trades, a lot of short small percentage win, 0.1, 0.1, 0.6, There again, there's a 0.3, lots of smaller ones, 0.6, a big 3.7 trade. That has been pinnacle so far for me. In that one trade, I doubled everything I've earned so far. So those golden things do come along if you're sniping right. You see, again, 2% loss there. There's another big loss, so it all balances out. And then we've got a chart which just shows there the upward momentum of what I've been doing with paying myself in those little increments, making money. Absolutely shows I've done nothing here than what I have learned through this podcast and from Ethan, those little pay things. And I will advocate it. Each day getting 2 or 3 wins like that in my downtime really is beneficial. And it's, again, just to emphasize the point we always talk about, when you look at it, I've got those wins, but again, they're only the trades that I got involved in. And that is about now, it's creeping up. So 18% of all the charts I look at are ones that I get involved in. So there's a lot of watching, a lot of learning, a lot of sometimes wishing I'd have gone in on ones and seen them go past, but you just have to let that happen because it doesn't always work out that way. If you get too impatient, and this is what I've learned all the way along, and we keep emphasizing this through, you will lose out long term if you don't keep to your rules, if you don't keep disciplined, if you don't keep learning. And it shows here. This is the method, and I'm going to push this again. I've done it in the last few shows. Nothing but what Ethan has taught me in these episodes so far, and my current win rate on chart game. So my percentage of trades I am successful on to unsuccessful is just shy of 69%, which is fantastic. I'm really pleased personally with that. And I'm so grateful to Ethan for everything he's taught me. And I hope you watching and listening are learning from this as well, are gaining the benefits. If you haven't yet, go back, give the shows a listen, give them a watch. You might be brand new to this. You might be already involved in it. Just gives you some little tips to hone your skills. But we really appreciate all the support from everyone. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate all the feedback and comments that you guys give us. It really motivates us. If you've liked what you've heard today, hit that subscribe button in your podcast player, in YouTube. You'll get us each and every week coming out to you on a Thursday with these episodes. Follow us over on social media. The show is at BP Financial Pod. That is BP Financial Pod on Twitter. Ethan is T4A Phoenix. That is T4A PHENUX. He puts up all the stocks he's watching, all the trades that are going on. Majority of the stocks that he recommends watching, something good normally does happen with them. So there's some really good tips there. We appreciate you going over, giving us both support on there. Get involved, share comments, let us know what you think about the show. We really do appreciate everything. We'll be back again next week with another great episode and more lessons for you guys. Everyone out there, especially with everything going on now, take care of yourself. Stay safe in whatever way you can. Have a great holiday period. Have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year. Again, stay safe, and we will see you all again next week. I've been Lee Kemp. He has not been Ethan Cope, and we have been the Black Phoenix Financial Podcast.